How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to tier list week, and today's tier list is going to be skill. Yeah, this is I'm excited to do this one. There's a lot of a lot more useless champions in this one, but I think a lot of really great champions, and one of my favorite classes. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started. As always, these are just my opinions, and I try to keep them based, unbiased, and based on content like battlegrounds, story quest, and alliance war, that kind of stuff. And yeah, let's just get started. So useless tier, these are champions that I just don't see have almost any effect in the contest whatsoever. I'm sorry if your favorite champion's on here, but we got Black Widow, the original one. Sometimes she can evade on defense, and that's about it. I don't really see her doing much more than that. We got Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, Daredevil Netflix, two Daredevils, both of them. I don't think they really do anything special. Elektra, again, probably needs a buff. Moon Knight needs a buff. Karnak needs a buff. I've seen the rank 5. I'm not really that impressed. Misty Knight. Now this one's interesting. I don't really know what she does well, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. I just feel like everything that she does, someone else can do, and no one's really using her. Night Thrasher. Haven't heard that name in a while. He's the skateboarder. And Punisher. Yeah, he doesn't really do anything either. Then we got Winter Soldier, who is kind of just the punching bag of MCOC. These are all useless champions. You probably won't see anyone with these ranked up at all, ever, unless they all get buffs. Maybe Misty Knight. Okay, moving on. Usable tier, OG Black Panther. No, this is not the OG Black Panther. I'm sorry. This is the Infinity War Black Panther. Still can be tricky on defense if you're not used to fighting him. He's got that stun reflection, and then he also has that damage reflection, which is pretty nasty still in quests, and I mean sometimes in battlegrounds if you mess up. And yeah, so not a fun champion sometimes to fight, but on offense, absolute loser. I'm sorry. Moving on to Gwenpool. On offense, pretty good. She's all right. On defense, pretty poor. Almost nothing on defense. But there's champions that just do Gwenpool stuff better. Hawkeye, he got buffed. Doesn't really do anything too well anymore. Well, he kind of got outshined by a champion later on this list who kind of did the Hawkeye buff correctly. So he was kind of like a beta for this champion coming up later. We probably already know who I'm talking about. Jabari Panther, annoying on defense in my opinion, but that's about all I've seen her used for. So I just put her in the usable tier. I don't see anyone jumping up and down because I got a Jabari Panther, but you know, stick her on defense. She's not too bad. Craven's the same way. On offense, I haven't seen anything crazy. But on defense, that's probably where you're going to find him more so, especially with that root mechanic. Because if you mess up and don't throw a special to get over that trap he sets, you're going to be taking some annoying damage. Next, we got Ronin. I've seen some people be pretty good with him, but I think altogether, you would ask the community, they'd probably just say he's okay and belongs in this tier. He doesn't really, I mean, he's kind of tricky to play as well. Requires a lot of skill, and I don't think the payoff is worth it. Squirrel Girl, believe it or not useless. She has lots of bleed, and has some nice burst damage on the special 2 once you get the bleeds built up, and that's about it. Not a defender or anything, so yeah, nothing too crazy. Taskmaster, I think he looks really cool. Was really excited when he came into the contest, and he does some alright stuff if you can get the AI to kind of do what you want it to do. Get the right combination down, you can really melt some opponents. Then we got Thor Ragnarok. This guy has been up, he's been down. I think he's just kind of here in the usable tier right now. He used to have a really tricky defensive mechanic, but now we're all kind of used to it. And his offense kind of relies on that special 3 and maybe being awakened. I don't remember, so I didn't put it there. But yeah, he's not really one that stands out to me. Moving on to amazing. So there's a lot of amazing champions in the skill class. There's a lot of champions in general. But first we got Aegon. needs to be awakened and needs to be the highest sig you can get him to. But once he's doing that, even in some story content, he can do some work, especially since as story content gets more and more difficult, the health pools keep going up, which gives Aegon more of a chance to build up his combo during the quest. So very fantastic champion, and it actually doesn't take that long to build him up to get his utility going. So Baron Zemo, he did get nerfed a little bit with that. What was that called? The when he would root them, they wouldn't throw the special 3 or something. I'm not a Baron Zemo enjoyer, so I have no idea what that was about. But on defense, I know he can be really annoying. He's really annoying to me on defense. His attacks are really clunky, and so it throws me off. Plus his cleanse and stuff and root is pretty good. We got Black Cat next. She's pretty amazing. I'm not a Black Cat enjoyer either, but I've seen people play her and she does pretty well. I got Black Panther OG on here. Has a 7-star version out now in the selectors, and he does pretty decent damage. He could flip-flop between amazing and usable, but I think for now, out of respect for that 7-star release, we're going to keep him there. Black Widow Deadly Origin, absolute beast. Nice burst damage on the special 2. Nice shock damage. And that's really it. She's just pure damage. Sometimes on defense, she can be a little annoying. She has that thing where I think if you try to intercept her, she'll like dash back and throw a thing in your face. So yeah. Excuse me. Up next, we have Blade. I know a lot of people probably expect me to put him into the God tier, but because of his reliance on a lot of times on synergies, I'm going to leave him in amazing. I should probably put the synergy thing here. Yeah, if he has a full synergy team, right, or the synergy that you want with him, he counters those champions probably better than most, but he does rely on that. I'm hoping with Morbius coming up, we can get an all-inclusive synergy, but that might be asking a little too much. He might become broken after that, so they might be they might not do that, but definitely a great champion. That regen, on-demand regen, all the way up to 70% is fantastic. So yeah, great champion. I love him. Crossbones, again, another fantastic champion. Nice defender, and nice attacker, and really niche utility with not critting, and all his damage comes from non-critical hits, so that can be really useful sometimes. Got Elsa Bloodstone. I'm not sure how her defense works, because sometimes when she's bleeding, I get degen, and sometimes I don't. I don't understand how it works, but she is a pretty good champion. Not my cup of tea, but I've seen her do some pretty good stuff. Got Hitmonkey. I love Hitmonkey. This dude is really fun. He has some nice utility. Can ignore evade, or can counter evade. Can shrug off stuff on defense. Pretty scary defender sometimes. Yeah, we got Mole Man, who got nerfed. Poor dude, rest in peace. But he's still a fantastic champion and a little annoying defender. If he's built up and you hit him into that block, you're getting comboed in the face. And I hope you're immune to bleed, because yeah, nothing's gonna stop him. Then we got Stealth Suit Spider-Man. I've seen him at rank 5 doing some nice burst damage. Can really get people down pretty quick, and he's some nice utility on his kit. Now let's move on to the God tier champions and the skill class, in my opinion. First, we got Agent Venom, only with the synergies. Okay, that's what the thing is for, only with synergies. When he has the synergies, he is God tier. He absolutely melts, but he does require, I think, 2 champions with him, Kraven and Scorpion. If you don't have those champions, he's probably down in the if you don't have those champions, he actually drops all the way down to probably usable or useless. Believe it or not, that's how big of a swing that synergy made for him. But yeah, with the synergies, absolute melting machine. The only restriction is you're not going to get synergies in Battlegrounds, and you probably won't get it in Alliance War. So keep that in mind. Hachima, God tier defender. Not so much like his attack, not so much, but you're not ranking this guy up for attack. He's like Korg. You're ranking him up because he is annoying. If an opponent throws up a Tuma against me, it's done. I've lost the round. Do not talk to me. I can't even counter him with counters. All right, I can't do it. He's tricky, and he's good. He's good, man, on defense. Fantastic. Falcon. Falcon I put as God tier. He counters so much, so easily. You just swipe back, hold block, lock on, and 90% of Science defenders' defensive abilities are gone. I put the synergy or the awaken ability sign here because with the awaken ability, he gets that amazing crit damage. I don't think it's required though, but he's nutty, super simple to use, and so good, so good. Here we got the better Hawkeye we were talking about earlier, Kate Bishop. Just run Cold Snap and you're gonna melt the opponent, especially in Battlegrounds. If you can get that special 2 off, she counters miss as well, really easy. Just throw a heavy, hit him once. I think it's the first hit on the heavy. We'll put the I don't remember what it's called, but it counters miss, a debuff that counters miss. So yeah, just a really good champion there. It has a really unique Caltrops debuff, which is interesting. But anyways, I wonder if that'll come in a story content somewhere. Korg, again, this is like a Tuma. You're not ranking this dude up for offense. You're ranking him up for defense. I have a rank 2 Awakened Korg. He's probably getting banned a lot, but if he isn't, he's an annoying defender. At the very least, he's gonna cost him some time. He does need to be awakened though to get the thorns damage and whatnot. So keep that in mind. That's why he has the awaken ability there. Up next, we got Mantis. And Korg also, by the way. Korg, Atuma, Falcon all have 7-star versions of them, and Mantis does as well. So all these, a lot of skill champions with 7-star variants in the God tier and above. So anyways, Mantis, I need to learn how to use her. I do have one as a 7-star awaken. I have not personally used her, but people using them against me in Battlegrounds will finish fights so fast with this champion. She's definitely on my list for rank 2 possibly, because it's very frustrating to go into a fight. You think you have won a round, you think you've won, and then you end the fight and you look and Mantis is at 100% health and has beaten the fight in 20 seconds. It's absolutely insane. I very much implore people to watch some gameplay, learn how to play Mantis if you have her. Massacre. I've always loved this champion, always been on this champion's side, and then they buffed him, and that was fantastic. This dude has amazing damage with special 2 through block, absolutely fantastic. Really nice stuff with his incinerate and bleed damage. Just a very nice all-around champion. Great for the Domino, Red Hulk, and Massacre trio there. Just a fantastic champion. Moon Dragon, God tier. I put her in the God tier list with if she's awakened. I know a lot of people haven't used her. I have been using her. She's at rank 4. I've been using her in Battlegrounds. She is melting. I think it's only a matter of time before you probably start hearing about her a little bit more. And yeah, she just melts, dude. Absolute machine. And yeah, Shang-Chi, I have never used this champion. There's a 7-star version of him out there in the Titan Crystal, so I hope I can pull him there. But yeah, I don't know if he needs to be awakened. I think I checked and I don't think he seemed like it, but I'm not the most proficient in this champion. But I think out of respect of the gameplay and general consensus is I think he is a God tier champion. If not, we'll talk about that in the comments. Then we have Valkyrie. She has some really unique utility, best unstoppable counter in the game. She does need to be sigged up. This one does need to be sigged up to access that unstoppable. And she needs to be high sig for it to be pretty effective. So how it works is if she's awakened, if she's at max pierce buffs, then she'll ignore the unstoppable. But if you can get her sigged up, you just need 1 pierce and then you're good. So that's 10 hits on your combo meter and you're good. But fantastic champion, amazing block damage. If you play her right, sometimes you don't even need to dodge or deal with an opponent's special attack because she'll get to her special 2. I think she will. Maybe I'm being a little over dramatic there, but I think she can sometimes. But either way, fantastic champion. All right, Now for the see you later alligator tier, there's only 2 people I put here. There's 2 champions in the skill class where if you get these champions, you're ranking them up. That is Kingpin and that is Nick Fury. Both are locked at 6-star right now, but for good reason. Kingpin absolutely melts, is a shrug machine, damage beast, and a chunky defender, man. Fighting him is pretty annoying just because of his health pool. And he has a nice special too that's pretty hard to dodge. Yeah, this dude used to be trash before, and then got one of the biggest glow ups ever in MCOC history. So respect to Kingpin. Then we have Nick Fury. This kind of goes without saying. This dude with his double lives just means in quests you can play that double life pretty well. And then when he finally goes out, he just gets stronger with a Fury, and he becomes immune to stuns. He has nice amazing bleed damage, hits pretty hard, and yeah, he just has tons of utility. I mean, if you mess up and take a special 3, guess what? You got a second life. No big deal. And then he can ignore evade, can go unblockable, can have multiple Furies. It's just kind of crazy. And then he also has some really solid synergies. So yeah, those are the 2 champions in the top tier there. So that is my skill tier list. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do some need to be moved up? Do some need to be moved down? What do you think? It's a fluid list, so it can change. Just let me know what you think down below in the comments. Yeah, leave some tips down there for any of these champions if you want. Any comments about the champions themselves. Yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one. Y'all take care.